Greetings YouTube, LMS Tactical here. I hope you're doing well. I know I look like shit. I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed at 2 yesterday, or this morning. Got up at 4, and it's now 7:09 p.m., so it's been a long night. I just got so wrapped up in all of the events going on in South Africa and the surrounding country, I just couldn't sleep, man. I mean, if you see, I think I've posted more videos in the last 2 days than Loving Life, and I don't mean that in a bad way. People are sending me videos, which I really love, and the ones that aren't too graphic, I try to get up on YouTube. And just keeping track of what's going on and the messages I'm getting and everything. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys that are there. It's pretty horrific. But in this video, I wanted to let you know that on the 15th, so that's not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday, and I think it's 8 p.m. South African time, if I'm not mistaken. I'll get more detail on that. But I'm going to do a live debate on another channel, a channel that you probably know. The guy's name is Renaldo Gouws, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the last name wrong. So Renaldo is a guy, if you don't know who he is, he's got a pretty active channel. He's got a lot more subscribers than I do, and he is admittedly leans to the left. He reached out to me to do a debate, and I guess we're gonna discuss the events in South Africa, and who knows where it's gonna go. I know it'll be interesting. I've been watching some of his live. By the way, I'm at the high school here because the South African family that I'm sponsoring, their kids go to this school, and tonight is meet the teachers night. So they're in the school meeting the teachers, and I am just too tired, man. I brought a pillow, and I was going to try and get some sleep in the car here or the truck, because I'm just wiped out. But for some reason, I'm at that point where I'm so tired I can't sleep. So anyways, where was I going with this? So Renaldo invited me. I've been watching his live debates. He and I are not going to agree on everything. We might disagree on a lot of things, but I can tell you this, and I mean, YouTube is YouTube, and people are people, and there's people in the YouTube world that, despise one channel and they love another channel, and some people hate my guts, and I have a foul mouth, and I'm just a Yankee that's sticking my nose into other people's business, and some people appreciate what my mission is and what I'm trying to do. They get it. So I'm sure that there's people here that are already subscribers of his, but I would ask that you all go subscribe to his channel, because as he and I were talking about, just in texting, on the debates that he was having, just in the little comment section. I'm a firm believer that the worst thing in the world you could do, and I've said this on my channel many, many times. If you notice, I give a lot of provocative titles to my videos when they're political, because I'm trying to draw in liberals and people that don't agree with me, because I'm pretty hardcore conservative. And as I've said before, and Renaldo agrees with it, and he said it, and I respect it and agree with it. There's nothing worse than a room full of people where everybody agrees. How boring would that be? I think he said, like, how boring would the world be if we all agreed? And that's exactly right. Nobody wants to hear two people agreeing on everything. Number one, it's not fun and it's not exciting. But number two, you don't learn anything. Now, if you're a closed-minded guy and you're locked into your system, whatever, a belief, whatever that is, then nothing's going to change your mind, and that's how you live your life, and more power to you. Believe it or not, as hardcore as I am about my beliefs, I'm always flexible. And if presented factual evidence, I am always subject to changing my beliefs. And a surprise to many of my subscribers might be the fact that I've got a lot of liberal in me, a lot of liberal beliefs. When it comes to the environment, when it comes to, I don't know, what do liberals believe in that I agree on? I mean, I'm a pretty soft guy, I chase moths around the house to capture them and let them out of the house, because I don't think I ought to kill them, I respect human life. Uh, as hard as it is to believe for my haters because of my looks and assumptions by people, I'm the furthest thing from a racist that's ever lived. But I am a realist, and I understand that there are divisions between the races, and I'm not afraid to call them out for what they are, including my own. And, there's a lot of stereotypes, but I'm a guy that believes there's a lot of truth in stereotypes, and I'm not afraid to admit it. So I will call people out when I think that they are pandering to this group or that group for whatever purpose, to make themselves look like a good person, to feel like a good person. Man, that shit drives me nuts. I don't like that. And so you can rest assured I'm going to have to talk about why Mandela was on the wall behind Renaldo back in his other videos. I shouldn't give this stuff away, but Renaldo, I'm going to bring that shit up, man. But you know what? He seems like a really nice guy. That's what I was telling my wife. I said, you know what? He's a young guy. He seems like a very smart guy, very educated guy. And I bet you he'd be a good neighbor and a good guy to go fishing with. He's a nice guy. I'm just not going to I'm not going to say anything different. I've not seen anything that indicates he's not a good person. Are his politics fucked up? Probably. I mean, most liberals are, in my opinion. And hopefully we get enough time to hash this stuff out. But I can tell you this, I'll be respectful on his show. This is his channel, so I'm not going to go in there and be dropping it. I'm not going to be as free fire as I am on my own channel. Those that have been subscribers of mine for a while know that I go full auto with the mouth, and I don't do it as a shtick or anything. It's who I am. I'm very passionate, and when I believe in something, or if something offends me or my country, I go jihad on people. But I'm not gonna shit on the house of the host. A very good friend of mine, how you doing, Larry, just said to me recently that you never attack the host, and it wasn't about this. He's another guy that's just got his shit together, very smart man, and that's just true. That's just common sense. I'm not going to go into Ronaldo's house and start breaking his dishes, but I'm not going to be a victim either. So Renaldo, if you bite, I'm going to bite you back. But I'll put a bandage on you when I'm done with you. So anyways, you guys need to mark your calendars for the 15th of, what are we in, September? And I believe it's 8 p.m. South African time. We'll figure it out. Renaldo, Renaldo, last name Gouws. Go to his channel right now, subscribe, and if you're new to that channel, let him know that I sent you. Tell him, hey, I'm here from LMS's channel. I think it's good for people to learn and see where their new subscribers come from. I hope I can yank some of his subscribers, because I'm assuming most of them are liberal. I want them on my channel. You guys know I don't get paid for my I don't get any money from YouTube. They don't monetize me, and blah blah blah. And that's another subject. Ronaldo's been doing this for over 10 years, and he does something called a super chat, which I just learned about through his channel. And he brings in a lot of money, and at first I was sort of put off by it. To be honest with you, I think I was a little jealous. I was like, holy shit, man, I'm getting nothing for my time. But watching him, he brings in the money, and he didn't have to explain it, but he did. And he was talking about, he donates it to this charity, and I watched him. He was given, one night he raked in quite a bit of money and gave it over to some, I think it was a women's rape crisis center. I don't know. But hey, man, hats off. And check this out. I suggested, I got to be honest, it really wasn't my idea. I wish I would have thought of it. Thanks, Bob. But I suggested, because those that know me know that I'm tied in pretty closely with trying to raise money for the nonprofit organization KingResettlementProgram.org. And so I asked Renaldo if during our debate, if any money that comes in be donated to King Resettlement. And he said yes. Hey man, I salute that, because that's a good program, and what that's all about is trying to get people out of there that want out of there. And we were trying to get them into America. We got more than a few families in. Things have changed. That's another video that I've put out. We'll be putting more out. Right now we're just trying to get them anywhere, mostly into the country of Georgia, but that's for another time to talk about. But hey, I salute you, brother Renaldo. That was nice of you to do that. He could have just told me fuck off. I'm not doing that. But every bit helps, and I want to help Vanessa, who is she's the person that runs KingResettlementProgram.org, and we're operating literally off of just our own funding and maybe 50 to $90 a month. I mean, we need millions to do the shit we're trying to do because time's running out, as you know. So anyways, that's the video for today. I'll probably, if I sit here and I think of another subject, I'll drop another video tonight. But yeah, the 15th, it's on like Donkey Kong. LMS Tactical, aka Mike, versus Renaldo Gouws. Be there Sunday. And don't forget, get some popcorn. This is going to be fun. All right, you guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you find a reason to smile. If you're in South Africa or one of the surrounding countries, don't allow the sun to set without laughing and smiling, no matter what you're looking at. This is our one life. Let's live it, and let's live it right up to the end. LMS Tactical, stay safe. I'm out.